welcome back to Cate's Corner. This week, we're gonna do a quick art activity called Tree of Strengths. This is a great activity to reflect on our coping skills and our strengths that help get us through more difficult times. All you need is a piece of paper, some markers, and a hand to trace. So go ahead and gather your supplies and we'll jump right in. The first thing you're going to need to do is trace part of your hand on your page. So go ahead and put your hand on and leave a little bit of your arm on there too, because that's going to help your tree trunk. Starting with that little bit of your wrist and arm, just going to outline up toward your fingers without going around them yet. I just did both sides there like that. All right, once you've got that done, you're going to go in between your fingers like this without doing the tops. That way you have room left to do the branches. So I'm gonna take my pen and just go in between my fingers only. And that's it. You now have your base for your tree. How many branches you wanna make after this and how many leaves is totally up to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and wing it, making sure that I have room at the end of my branches to put a leaf. So I'm gonna split this one into two, and so on and so forth. Once you've done that, you're welcome to write in here, color it in, whatever you see fit. I'm just gonna go ahead and make some lines to make it look like tree trunks. Once you've done that, it's time to start adding your leaves. Remember, you're going to be writing things in your leaves, so you want to make them big enough to write in. Once your tree has its leaves, we're going to go ahead and fill each one in with something that brings us strength, especially during a tough time. Keep in mind that strength can come from many sources, whether it's a coping skill that you know works for you, or a support person in your life, like someone in your family who's a really good listener or who gives good advice. So I want you to think about the last time that you experienced something difficult, and just go ahead and close your eyes and try to remind yourself who came to mind or what came to mind, and how'd you get through it. Use that to fill in your leaves with the kinds of things that work for you, because everyone's leaves are going to say something a little different. For example, when I'm stressed out, I find it really helpful to go for a walk and just get outside. So in my case, I would take a leaf and I would write in walking or going for a walk. Just like that. Another thing that's helpful for me is venting and just telling someone how I'm feeling and why I'm frustrated or why I'm sad. Sometimes I even talk to my dogs. So I'll go ahead and put dogs in one of my leaves. So you're gonna keep going through just like that until you filled in all your leaves, like this one. Once you've filled in all your leaves, your drawing might look something like this. This is a great drawing to keep somewhere accessible, because sometimes when we're having a difficult day, it can be hard to remember what got us through it last time or who or what we can rely on for strength. If that happens to you, you can pull out your tree of strengths, look at those leaves, and decide what's going to work for you in that situation. That's why it's great to have so many leaves to choose from, because you can really customize it and do what works for you. I hope that you find this helpful. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time on Cate's Corner.